Are we on? What's up? Kevin Hall, Tony Jeter, Derek M. What's up? What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? All right, all right, all right. So lightning, Miss Leo Lou, Lau. I like that. She got a little Santa Claus emoji. Sweet. Everybody okay? Yo, Caleb. What's up, man? Good as gold. I like that picture, man. That's a cool pic. What's up, Graham? Siraj, John, Wilson, Indomart. Hello. What's up, man? Missed the big move, Graham said. That's okay. Look here, guys. Glass bottle Coca-Cola. Oh my god. Whew. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. What's up, Leslie? Mike. Simple home cooking and painting. Hello. Is that a channel? Do you have your own channel? It sounds like it, anyways. What's up, Victor? D. Parker. I hope everybody's having a good evening. Sweet. T. Alice is in. Hello, Alice. Mehmet. Hello. What's up? What's up? Glad to see everybody. Hey, we had a good trading session again today. Right? What's up, Daniel? Guys, there's a few people. There's a few people that's. What's up, Tyrone? Hopefully everybody's okay. Yep, I'll be with Josh in the morning. John. Bright and squirrely. Let's see here. Somebody give me a big red X on my link. I don't know if that's a funny one or a bad one. Who did that? Kev6603. What's up, Dennis? Dennis Ramadan. Made 225 this morning, Daniel. Nice. I like it. I like to hear that, brother. So I was talking to a few people Why is that on the screen? Yeah, that shouldn't. Let me get this out of the way. Salish, hello from California. Hello from Virginia, brother. So let's go back. Excuse me. I just ate, you guys. That buffalo. Got some buffalo tenders I made. Fried some chicken. I love buffalo, man. Buffalo and ranch together. It's like, what's Forrest Gump say? It's like peas and carrots. Sean gave it all back. No. No. You're over trading, brother. You're over trading. Join the crowd. I did it. I used to do it a long time. I still had to fight it sometimes, man. You know, I made a couple of calls today that one I didn't get in on, and the other one I got in, but I got in late. Just rode some momentum. I can't take every single one. The more you trade, you especially, you know, if we get accurate with our setup, guys, and we make good gains on our first trade, it's okay to walk away. It is totally okay to walk away. Support lines. When you trade. D. Parker, when you trade with Josh, are we going to be able to ask questions? Yeah, it's a YouTube link just like this one. And I usually have to repeat this, but I tell everybody, let's see here. Let me go to the Discord. If you go to, okay, here's Spy Lord. Here's my channel. You know, if you go here or here and click the link, let it take you to YouTube. Don't come right here and push the play button, because for one, the audio's not. Something happens to the audio. I don't know why Discord routes it a different way or something. Some people get echo and all kinds of craziness. So don't click on that play button. Come to the YouTube page, and you'll see. You'll see a tab just like you're in right now that says live chat or something like that, live chatting. And that's how we communicate. If people are dropping live chats in there. Cool. Do this again. Why does it keep bringing it up? Minky from New York. Cool. Hello. Came up 900 today, Michael. Very nice. Lightning overtraded. Perfect last week. Woo. Today 4 trades, 3K down. I hear you. Well, can you correct that? Absolutely. Especially you know what you did, right? Open a Weeble account and set up indicators today, waiting for money to transfer. Cool, D. Parker. So I'm going to take a drink of this glass bottle of Coke. I'm going to take one evening this week and make a video on Weeble and hopefully answer some questions for people. Especially the stop loss thing. So everybody, I took a bunch of screenshots, and I don't care to share them with anybody. If you want to tag me or at me how to set your stop losses, but I'm going to I'll just do one nice video on how to set your stop loss. I'll do it on mobile. Excuse me, guys, and then I'll do it on PC also. It's once you do it a time or two, it's very nice because you're your option will come up. See, like if you click options up here on Weeble, let's do this, guys. Go up here to options. You can look at this option even before you buy it. You can right click and it'll say view this call in a widget. And a widget is just, part of your screen, how they blocked off. So it allows you to put this on a chart. And that's the option. You can look at it in different time frames, and you can set indicators on it. I do it on my mobile, and it brings up the same indicators on it as on my regular chart on the mobile. So when you buy that option, you can't buy it on that screen, but when you buy it and you get you go back out to your home screen on the mobile, and you can just tap. It'll come up with your option at the bottom of the screen. You just tap the option, and it'll bring you to the next screen that I'll show you. See, I sent this to somebody today. Up here at the top, it'll say the name of the option, SPY 593 call. Put it up here on the screen for a second. Tap up there where I highlighted it, and it'll bring up your option on a chart. This is I blurred everything out, but this is the main screen on mobile. And when you buy it, you just tap down here where your option is, and it'll bring it up to that next one I showed you right there. And you just tap up here, and it'll bring it up on a chart. When you set your stop loss, you can touch it and just move it up and down the chart. So while the stock's moving, you can just run your stop up with it. You don't have to go back in and push numbers and adjust. That's too much time, guys, in an option to do that. Unless you're swinging an option that's, a couple weeks out or something, and you're giving it a lot of room. You want to be able to trail the price action, right? So you'll just it'll pop up on your screen like right here, just like a trend line, and you can pull it up as the stock's moving, pull it down as the stock's moving. Ain't no different. Cool. Groovy. I'm going to do that video for you guys. John, I love Weeble Mobile for trading. I execute all my orders on my phone still. I'll sit here and watch charts on my screens and do my buys and sells on my phone. I've just got used to it. Okay. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Appreciate any like buttons, man. Love it. That's great. Could you please share market setup? SR, I'm not sure what you mean. Excuse me, guys. I don't know if that's Dwayne, I don't know if that's the only platform that does it or not. I'm sure others do somewhat. Some people put it on a price ladder. It's like two side, like it looks like a ladder, and you have to touch it and move it up. I've just got used to Weeble the way it's set up. And if somebody don't have Weeble and you're going to download it, let me know, tag me and at me, and I'll share a referral link. It'll help both of us. It's really, other than Trading View has got it's a Cadillac. I'm not great with it, but it's got some bells and whistles that Weeble don't. But Weeble is, to me, very user friendly if you spend a little time with it. Everything's easy to get to, and especially for people that are still starting out, but you want to learn how to chart. Robinhood and all that crap is no good, man. It's no good. You got to go in and do too much stuff. Yeah, there you go, D. Parker. I'll go over that, but yeah, we're doing 0 DTE up till about 11 or 12 o'clock, like noon, and we usually go 1 or 2 strikes. So if we were looking at a call right now, let's look at tomorrow's date, December 24th. On calls, we would go here. Is this right? Puts. Yeah. Standard. Let me look at this, guys. What did I do here? Yeah, so you would go out of the money. Sometimes you can go a couple slots out of the money. I don't like getting in this crap down here. It's like 16 cents, 30 cents. I don't fool with that. We try to stay somewhat close to in the money. If we were looking now, where did we close at? 594.60. So the 595s would be the next one out of the money. That's what Josh will usually choose when we're doing SPY. And so you could go out to the 596. That's not so bad. But don't go into this craziness down here. Somebody did that and messaged me last week. They were getting them like 16 cents at the end of the day too. I just don't think they knew what they were doing. So that's usually where we stay, in that neighborhood. Let's look at our setup, guys. Yeah, Daniel, you need to get off Robinhood, man. Yeah, you can do that simple home cooking. But the stop losses and stuff on Robinhood, somebody told me, I think you have to go in and do you have to move it manually, I believe, right? Like you have to go in and then re-enter the numbers if you want to move your stop up, and then you got to cancel one. You got to cancel it first and then reset it. Buying way in the money takes some volatility out. The percentage moves aren't going to be the same. Okay, thank you. 0 day. Yeah, 0 DTE up till about noon, Gino. Fidelity's like that too. Yeah, you don't, and SoFi's like that too. I got my boy set up on just a SoFi account, just a dollar cost average in ETFs. But I tried to trade a few options a couple times. I said, this is ridiculous, man. I can't do it. Graham, what I don't like about Robinhood is, for one, the charts are just not there. And I think on stop losses and things like that, you have to go in and re-enter. You have to cancel an order, then re-enter your stop loss. And it's hard to, like, when an option's moving fast, seconds count big time. Seconds are counting against you. Okay. Yeah, I do need a donate button. I'm going to start putting my stuff on here, man. Daniel, some of the market data on TradingView is for futures, and I don't fool with futures yet. And if you don't trade futures, I think futures stay 10 or 15 minutes behind. I mean, how I set up options trading at 9:30 SR. I'll drop a YouTube link under my channel on my days, and Josh drops them under the VIP. It'll say VIP live trade. I think it's already on there, guys. So if you're in the upper tier, you've got access to when Josh goes live. And Josh will do some morning setups pre-market, and I'll usually drop a few levels pre-market, so you kind of see what we're looking at. And then when we go live, it's a little more one-on-one type thing. I don't think the market data affects the SPY though. I think it's just for futures. I do the middle tier subscription on TradingView. I'm trying to catch up. Somebody was asking me how I drew my lines. John, I'll leave my structure lines on until some of the intraday I might take off after a day or two. I'm actually let's drop some of these and I'll show you a little bit of what I'm looking at. Okay. We kind of got a naked chart like that. Right. There we go. Okay, so for everybody new, I do this on about every video. No, D. Parker, you don't need the middle tiers where I'm at. If you get VIP, you got Josh the other 2 days also, which, Josh is a pro, man. The way we break it down is he trades live 2 days a week, so that's 8 sessions a month. That's $12.50 a session. I promise you, brother, you will make more than that. $12.50 a session. He's worth a lot more than that. The fella knows what's going on. Okay. So today, let's take it back from the beginning, where we mark our structure from. I'm running just a few indicators on my chart. This is how we set the morning structure up, okay, guys? So this is what Josh does too. For everybody that's in here every time, you can grab a drink or something right fast. So we're coming up to our indicators. You got indicator tabs, drawings tabs, right? So you go to your drawing tab. We're going to do a horizontal line. We're taking our first 3 candles and marking the high of the body. I'll turn this magnet off. Zoom it in here for you. So here's a yellow line. This is the high of those 3 candles. Excuse me. And we're going to make another horizontal line on the low of these 3 candles. Okay? You can change the color on these to whatever you want. I do like the thickness to be a little bigger to stand out. And you can make that default too. That way it comes that way every time. Okay. No, Simple Home. I don't set 10%. I got you, D. Parker. I'm going to be live the other 2 or 3 days that Josh isn't live too, okay? If I can make this work full time, brother, I'm going to be on at least Tuesday, Thursday, and we'll do some Mondays also. Okay. All right, this is our morning structure, okay? These 2 lines. First thing you come out, first 15 minutes, unless we're breaking a big structure or big trend line that we've been watching, we're not going in the first 15 minutes, guys, because it whipsaws everywhere and you can't catch it. The volatility's too high. We caught puts. I know we ran 30-40% on puts down through here a couple times this morning. And then maybe we got calls. We had 3 or 4 good trades up till noon this morning in my life. So it was a good day. And then for last week we had a couple of 100% days. So we were cooking, man. We're on a good roll. Okay. All right, here's our morning structure. We're on a 5-minute time frame. We're just making our structure for the morning. Okay? Now, I run the VWAP. That's my gold line. The green line is the 9 EMA. The red line is the 200 EMA. That's my chart. Now, down here we got MACD, RSI. RSI is buying and selling pressure. Okay, I use MACD for direction also. Good Lord. Okay, so what we want, guys, is a break. This is what Josh trades with you, and it's what he's going to trade with you tomorrow if you're in a VIP. We're trading structure. We're trading off of the break and of structure. This structure works all throughout the day when you get consolidation points. So we're just making our first 15 minutes consolidation, right? And if you go back and look at where even the first 2 or 3 hours in pre-market, it traded in that range some. And yesterday closed in that range some. Okay. When you start to break over or under this structure after the first 15 minutes is how we start getting our confirmation. This is for trending days or for, semi-trends. This don't always work on range days. This isn't 100%. This is just what we teach, though. It's a good foundation to build on, okay? So the reason we went into this trade up here this morning, I think it was this candle we bought. We ran this whole candle down. It might have been these. I'm sorry. It might have been these 2 here. I can't remember now. It's a long time ago. But you see how this candle started crossing under our market structure? This candle right here, guys. Here's our structure. Here's the bottom of structure. It wicked up on us a little bit, but this whole big candle was a great move. 590.60, one candle, 1 point. This was a whole point. John David, you are the man. Appreciate you, brother. Using my link. Thank you, sir. Gas money. I need it, man. I'm trying to do this full time. I appreciate that support. So, once we start breaking out of structure, the number 2 thing I want to do is be under or over VWAP. Okay? So, I've always got VWAP up. VWAP's a great point of entry a lot of times. It's a good bounce zone sometimes. It's a great indicator to have on your chart. Josh uses it. I use it. A lot of good traders use it. Always have your VWAP up. They do differ just a little bit between TradingView and Weeble, I'll say. I think Weeble is close to the middle. We got in on the retest. Yep, you're right, Sean. We got in on the retest and caught the 2 big ones down right here, didn't we? This one and that one. 590.40. Yeah, it was a 2-point move. You're right, man. I'm glad you remember. I had 5,000 things going through my head. But you see, when we start breaking, this tries to toy with you here, guys. Now, you can either, this is what happens a lot of times. You can catch momentum with this first candle, but there's risk in it. Here's the risk. It does what it just did. These 2 green candles suck back up on you for a retest, and we retested the bottom of structure perfectly. Really did. And then you got the big move down. This got confirmed. After this time, you start looking at the 10 and the 15 minute. You have to see direction better. And it was a little choppy right here, really. This RSI was trying to guide us, but it was choppy. The MACD was pointing down, but it was you could see it was starting to curl with us. So this was an iffy trade. As you crossed under, you can see it a little better on the 5. You can see it a little bit better on the 5 right here. Once that candle there crossed this yellow line, if you can catch this crossing, that's where entry is if you catch this whole candle. But you've got to start having your stop loss set immediately. Shed and we just covered that a second ago, brother. Up till about noon, we'll use 0 DTEs. Same day. After noon, I'll usually go out a day. If you're brand new to trading options, I would suggest just go out one day. It slows the volatility down for you, okay? I'm hooked on glass bottle Cokes, guys. Okay, I got to zip through this. So that's the reason we took this trade right here for momentum. Now, I think I got kicked here, and then we played it again right here. And this will burn. If you catch the bottom of this candle for your entry, you're going to get burned. Unless you got a stop loss set, okay? Hello, Carl from Florida. You need continuation. So like even Josh's momentum trades, even he talked about on his video tonight, if you catch that first candle crossing his price action or his price point that he lists, that's a good entry, but if you don't get continuation, you have to have enough knowledge to say, you have to let your stop loss kick you. 20% probably in the neighborhood on an option, 20, 25. It sounds like a lot, but that's why you have to You have to know your risk tolerance. If you're just starting, you got a small account, you need to trade with one contract, 2 at the most. That way you can cut one in profit, let one run. Don't over leverage yourself. If you want to trade every day, you have to go slow and build it. Buying 10, 15 contracts you're gonna blow your account quick. Breaking even, I'll look at that in just a second. And I don't like to make those kind of calls until I see pre-market. Gino, that's the best entry, yes, but it's the most risky entry. You have to have your stop loss set. As soon as you make your buy, you go out to your next screen and you set your stop loss. You could have caught this whole point down as it was clearing structure. But you got a back test. And a back test is even stronger because you couldn't break back into morning market. You see? I'm going to zoom in real good here. Remember the structure we set. There are 2 yellow lines. This tried to go back up in. Buyers tried to push it up. And we wicked off of VWAP. You see VWAP here? This was actually the best entry when it touched VWAP right here. Then getting your entry right here, somewhere in this neighborhood, when you start crossing this line again. That's how we got those 2 candles this morning. Because price action told you off of those 2 candles, no more continuation, and you were back on structure. So as soon as you see it break structure, either up or down, is that the best entry point? Hopefully I just answered that, Gino. This is the best entry point because we were going down. We were crossing structure. This one candle gave you a whole point move, which would have been great for profit if you took that. You don't always get a back test, Alessandro. That he just answered it for you. Because if this doesn't back test and continues going, then you got a great entry right here. Because you don't always get this quick of a back test. Sometimes you go another 2 or 3 candles, then you might get a back test a little bit. Right there was a good back test, and it told you price action was going to come down more because you couldn't break back into market structure. Okay? We were under VWAP, which is indicator number 1. Well, second indicator. Indicator 1 is getting under structure. Second indicator, we came back and touched VWAP, and we couldn't break it. Or we couldn't break back into structure. Right? Yeah, Daniel, sometimes it's an hour. I don't use the 20 EMA on the 9. It's too far away. Or on the 5-minute chart, it's too far away. Some people love it. I just don't trade with it. I'm trying to trade more off of structure, and I just use the 9 EMA on the 5-minute chart as my trend. And I'll show you the trend right here. When you zoom out, take this bar off. Once we cross this 9, we kissed off of lows. Which was also like the peak of last week. We were back on structure. Once you cross this 9, I needed confirmation on a higher time frame. 10, 15-minute time frame, you needed confirmation. At least. Now, the 15 gave it to us right here. See, we crossed up on the MACD. And RSI started pointing upwards. And it held pretty high the rest of the day. So it was a good place to get into calls. Then I would switch back to the 5 and let this 9 EMA guide me. Okay? Perfect place right here. You could get in here right when you cross the 9. A little risky. I want to be back over VWAP before I get an entry here. And then I said, well, if you want more confirmation, you need to wait till you get back over morning structure, which was here, which still gave a great move. But you see how it rides the 9 EMA up? Yeah, Kevin likes it. Yeah, this day here was perfect. If you look back at Friday when we had that big, we killed this Friday, Josh and I. Look at the 9 EMA when we got in right here. We drew our structure on Friday, which was, remember the top of your first three? 1, 2, 3. Then the bottom of your first three. Here was structure break. This candle closed. It was go time. And then look at this 9 EMA on the 5 minute. It holds it. As long as it's holding it, you can ride it. If it ain't holding it, right here you see it broke under. Boom, it's time to get out. You had all this move. Now it's a little different on a range day. See, look at this. Range day, you have to have a little bit different of a trade plan. And we'll go over that more on another video. I've done it on other videos, but too much to cover tonight on one video. I'm going to wrap it up here in a second, guys. So we got morning market structure. That's how we set it. VWAP, 9 EMA, and 200. I use the 200 for a bounce zone, or sometimes like when it'll usually break the 200, and if it breaks the 200, it's going away on down. Let me go back and get a couple questions. Carl Ashley, I don't know if you can set a stop loss as soon, like with your buy order. Some may do it. I'm not sure about that. Why do you prefer zero DTE afternoon? I don't. I'll go out one day afternoon because the time decay is killing the options after that time of day. I'll go out to slow it down. Have I got everybody's questions? Yeah, Daniel, I don't use it for every time frame. I just use it on the 5 minute to guide on a trend. If it's on a good trend, it'll hold that 9 on the 5 minute chart. Okay. So let's move on. Let's go to the 30 minute. And I'm going to the 1 hour here. Let's get the daily RSI starting to point back up. We're at the midpoint. Looks like a MACD starting to curl up on the daily. We could be moving back towards 600, guys. We could be trying to test 600 again. When we do fixed range volume profile, let's go back to August here. You can see I would want to get back over this volume bar right here. Basically 597.75. So let's go back over here. We're going to make us a line at 597.75. Somewhere right in there. And let's make it pink. Like that. That's pretty pink there. Close. And I'm going to make that a big one. That is what I want to get back over because of this big gap right here, guys. See, daggone it. Why did it do that? was back in August, wasn't I? Yeah, right in there. Okay. Yeah, if we get over this right here, 597, somewhere in that neighborhood, we're going to push back up to 600. That'd be a good 3.5 point move. That's a good spot to be marking on your what's up, Reno? Kevin Hall says Nvidia is moving overnight. Yeah, it could bring us on back up, man. We got some momentum going. You can see this MACD is flattening out on the daily, and RSI starting to point up. So starting to come back up. We'll see what we got in pre-market. I think Josh pointed out maybe a shoulder head, and this could be forming another shoulder. So we really want to break over this and see where my line ended up, guys. Right on top of that shoulder. It's right on. So there's your shoulder, 597.80. If this thing hits that pattern and does another shoulder, it's going to come down. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it for now. Really, support underneath us. You got a little bit here, 592.50. You see how it couldn't break it here, and then when we broke over it, then it held. You see how this was a great entry for calls if anybody was watching this, trading off a structure. You see this candle here, it wicked off of it, couldn't break. Then we broke over it. Look here, we retested it. Perfect. Entry for calls. That's how. The Reno player in the house, yeah. That's how structure can help make you get into a trade if you can start learning some structure like this. I can spot it sometimes now. And that was also lining up, look here, pre-market where it caught right in the same neighborhood. So pretty good entry for calls right there today. I call this some support. And then you got the top of structure at 591.30. These are intraday supports. And then I would be looking right, yeah, pretty much here. Let's look on a 15. Perfect. Right here. Looky there, guys. Right back here with the highs of the day before. See how that? Yeah, D. Parker, I can explain it, man. I can see it better than I can explain it. You're either looking for consolidation, like right here. You see consolidation here, man. Look at this. That's consolidation. See this price action? This is on a 4-hour time frame. So over the course of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, almost 10 trading days, 10 or 11 trading days, you stayed in this range. So I know I'm going to put a line on the top of this. That's going to be some resistance. And then this was some support. And look right where we drew our line just a minute ago. See? See how the bottom of this range, once you broke under this, look how hard it fell. Beforehand, there was more of a gap here before we fell. Now it filled up some. We'll go over it more and more. We'll go over it more and more as we do more videos. Should have a good announcement tomorrow too, man. If anybody starts getting interested in some one-on-ones, that's all I'll say about that for now. So these are. I'll probably make this red. That's kind of your resistance right now, right at 595, guys. Getting over 595 can get us back to let's see here. It could start rolling back to 600, man. There's not a lot there. Not a lot of structure there. The more you see it, the more it makes sense. I jump on it real live. I can learn. Kevin Hall, my brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, Reno. Appreciate that, brother. Yeah, Carlos, we'll see you in the morning, my man. Yeah, so I'll go over it one time, guys. I don't like to hammer it and sound greedy, but this is what I'm trying to do now. So if you, as of last week, I don't have a job anymore. So if you want me to be on this full time, I need some support. So you can use my link. It's in the comments or it's on my page also. I post it often on my page, but it's I think it's in the more section on this YouTube video too. You unsubscribe and then resubscribe with my link, and then I get a percentage off of the subscription that way. And I promise you, I'll work my booty off for you. I put a lot of time into this stuff, and I don't do a lot of. Sit here and watch the whole thing burn out. I don't do 100 trades a day like some other, other traders are more active in ways. But I like to be, for people that are just learning options or trying to build a base and a foundation, is kind of what I want to focus on. That's why I just do the SPY. After the first of the year, we're going to add the Qs for the NASDAQ. And I like to be more precise and take higher percentage trades, like something that I can count on better. And one thing you guys need to realize when you take a trade is what you're willing to risk. Know your risk tolerance, your account size. Use a small account. Trade 1 or 2 contracts at a time until you get consistent. Consistency is where it's at. If you start getting consistent, you can do it. You can turn a profit. Okay. All right. Any more quick questions? Appreciate you guys, man. Thank you. Reno, thanks, brother. Put a donation money here. Yeah, I'm going to do Qs, Alessandro. I'm going to add them after the first of the year. Sometimes they're a little easier to spot, they say, so we're going to see. Lightning, you can do. I did this earlier. You can do PayPal. Somebody else tipped me earlier, man. You can do PayPal or Venmo or Cash App or whatever. I got all of them. I'll do that in the next one, man. Or if you want to at me, I can get you the link if anybody wants to donate anything. I appreciate it. Don't feel obligated to. I really trying to focus on getting the referrals. That way it's generating something steady for me, for my family. My boy needs a truck. He's 17. He's after that first vehicle, man. So we're going to make it happen. Market says what's considered a small account. Don't let me start calling you Q. Q Lord. What's considered a small account? Well, I would say 1,000. You know, 1K, 2K. Hell, you could take 500, 750. That's a small account. You make it a cash account though. Don't do margin. Make it a cash account. That's how I do on Weeble. Your cash on options settle every night. You don't have to wait for 2 days for it to clear like on shares. So every night your account resets. If you started with 750, you made 100 today. Tomorrow you got 850. Most of the contracts were taken on the SPY. So you can roll them up here. Let's go to tomorrow. You know, $1.35, 88 cents. We would take one of these 2 strikes here if we were doing calls right now. And $750 account. This 135 is $135. So you could take 2 contracts on one trade. It's $270. Might do the same thing again after that. You know, I try to stay 2 or 3 trades a day. Don't trade 10 times a day, guys. That's over trading. A few good setups is all you need. 2, 3, 4 tops, man. That's all you need. So yeah, you take 500, 750. Only trade a couple contracts until you're consistent. Oh, that's cool, Camden. I didn't know that. Yeah, John, that avoids PDT. Cash account avoids PDT rules. Yes, Daniel, helps you not overtrade. Does that avoid cash account? Yeah, so you guys know you can reach out to me on Discord. If you at me, I will respond. I go through them every day, several times a day. Yep. Thanks, BK. Thanks, everybody. So I'll end it there for today, guys. Those are a couple good numbers to be looking at here. 595.40, pretty much. Maybe even 75. Somewhere in this neighborhood, 595.50. You can split the difference. We got to get over that to push on up. Also, be mindful. You see this 15. It's a little bit of a double top right now. So if this is massive rejection early, this would be your neckline right here. 588.70. And if we started coming back and we broke this neckline, you probably lose this move. Or straight down. Because really the best volume shelf over here is down here. 570. 566. I don't want to come down that far. I ain't saying we will, but it's definitely a big volume block that would catch. All right. Yeah, Nug, same. That's what's killing me. Yeah, 6 or 7 trades. That's too much, Sean. You want to be more accurate and, only take a couple, 2 or 3 contracts. I don't know what you're trading with, but limit your risk, brother. Take some risk off the table and be consistent. Tony, thank you. You can watch past. Yeah. Yeah, one contract's good, Sean. If I'm not real confident on a trade, I'll just start with one contract, and then if it breaks through, like right here, let's say we wanted to break this level, 588.72. I would probably want to be watching on fives right there. And we got this big wick here. I would, if we would have came back down and touched this again, I could have took one. If I thought it was going to fall through, I'd have took one contract, and then after we got a candle close under, then I could have added a contract. Yes, sir, John. Yep, Sean, that's what you need to do, brother. 2-3 trades, 2 contracts at a pop. Be more accurate. Slow things down. Yeah, the volume, the blue, Daniel, is up volume, and the gold is down volume. And then you can see where a lot of gaps are, where a lot wasn't traded, just not a lot of volume there. So that's why it flows through those areas quicker, easier, once you hit those gaps. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it there for tonight. Post levels pre-market. Hit me any questions. Remember how you can support me through my referral link. And I'll be live with Josh in the morning with the big goat. We're going to do it. We had some big ones last week. So hopefully the market. Remember, tomorrow's a half a day. So the volume's going to be iffy. Wednesday market's closed. Don't overtrade tomorrow. But we will be on, okay? Thanks, Victor, DK, DP, D Park. All right, guys. Peace and love. And a big old hug. Did I get that in there?